one of the premier matchups of the day. Number 1 versus number 2. Lincoln McElravy of Iowa versus Willie Short of Minnesota. Hold on to your hats.
Dear my...
And Iowa City at the University of Iowa, and they can't wait for this one. Number 1 versus number 2, Lincoln McElravy of Iowa and Willie Short of Minnesota. And here's what's at stake. Iowa still with that 10.25 point lead. Very important match for Minnesota for a number of reasons. They need to win it to stay in the title chase. You see Willie Short 35-0, the senior. McElravy 21-0, the sophomore, and NCAA champion last year at 142. This is big in so many ways.
They've never met each other, and it's again, we have two different style of wrestlers right here. Mr. Excitement, McElravy, he lives on the edge. He gets out there, and he might get behind by 9 points and end up scoring a takedown with 1 second left to beat you because he loves scrambles, he loves getting flurries. Short, he tries to control the match, the whole situation. He's mentally very focused. He loves his doubles and singles, and he's just a tough competitor all the way around. But, you know, I don't know what to expect here, really.
Well, it could go. I could see anything happening here.
That's
I think
right.
It'll be a great match. Willie Short from Minnesota in the gold and maroon for Minnesota. And you notice he's got the shaved head. As Jay Robinson's wrestlers shaved their head, Willie Short started that. And after the Virginia duels, they all said, hey, let's do it and dedicate this season to a great year. And McElravy, of course, in the black with the gold trim, University of Iowa. Short is a little bigger than McElravy. He's been up at 158 a lot of the times this year, down to 50. McElravy up from 42 from last year, so Short a little bit bigger, but both these guys have plenty of power.
Well, what McElravy is going to try to do is score, get in scrambles, get a lot of takedown situations going. He'd like to score 20 points. What Short would like to do is keep it close, be in a situation. Look at that.
Oh, nice move by Short, but look at McElravy, hip right out of it.
Uncanny hips right there. And he's got great savvy right. There's his wife. They just married this fall, and he's a high school sweetheart. And he said, you know, we've been going together a long time. It's time to start a family, and he's a sophomore here, and he's settled into a situation that he likes. And
oh, he's in on the double.
He tells me he wrestles for the fun of it. If the fun ever goes out, he'll quit wrestling.
Well, he sure makes it fun for everybody else. I know that.
He said that it's just as much fun for me.
One of the great things, when you wrestle Lincoln McElravy, you better be ready to go 7 minutes. And if you're ahead, again, as you said, by 5 points with 2 minutes left, that doesn't mean you've got him beat.
One Iowa win in the next 3 matchups against Minnesota in the Big Ten Championship, 21 in a row, is theirs. Minnesota keeps winning, they're still in it. If they win 3 in a row against their Iowa opponents, they're the Big Ten champs. Right?
And we got to keep in mind the bonus points.
That's right.
Of course, a win by Iowa would put them ahead by 14 1/4. And that would make it impossible for Minnesota to win unless all 3 of their people won and pinned or fall their opponents. Then they would have still a mathematical chance, but that's not too likely when you look at the matchups.
Well, you keep me honest on that. We'll keep everyone informed here, but it's really come down to a very exciting finish between Iowa and Minnesota.
Minnesota's maximum potential points at this point is 119.75. That's if they pin everybody they wrestle. Iowa has 110 in it as its current total, so we'll keep you informed on that. First period ends, no score, but a couple of good shots by each man.
Well, that has to be the advantage of Willie Short. Dan Gable looking on right there.
He looks like he's kind of just enjoying this. Hey, this is just a good match to watch.
There's Jay Robinson,
Robinson,
longtime assistant for Dan Gable, and several years ago left to go up to the University of Minnesota, and this is what he's been building towards, a Big Ten and NCAA championship.
He's a guy I really like because he knows how to spell his first name just like mine. None of that J-A-Y nonsense. Second period, Willie Short from Minnesota takes the top. He's on the top position. McElravy to his feet, breaks the hands, and he's loose, and oh yeah, the crowd loves that. I tell you, the noise level in here is going to be great. And when the first point, offensive point, that if you see McElravy score, they will go bananas.
Well, you saw already what a great shot Short has as far as his double leg. But that time he couldn't even get past McElravy's first line of defense, the hands right there. But we saw the great shot, but then we saw the great hips by McElravy.
They go off the center, off the edge, 1:25 to go, second period.
Well, the longer it goes close, though, with no takedowns, I think the longer Willie Short stays in this match and creates a better opportunity for him to win with one big shot.
1:07 to go, 150-pound final. And, of course, this one is not only big for the purpose of determining the conference champion today as a team, but they'd each like to have the individual title, and at stake also is the #1 seed for the national championship. These guys will be seeded #1 and #2 in the national championship, no question.
Just butted heads right there. McElravy, of course, coming out of redshirt last year. He thought he was going to redshirt his first year. He came out in the middle of the year and hooked it up in the Big Tens and qualified and went on and won the NCAA. Now, oh, right there. Short's head came up and knocked McElravy and hurt him a little bit.
No, no, no. You can't hurt a wrestler by hitting him in the head. Remember, we've already gone over that at the Big 8 championships. There's no way. 42 seconds left, second period. 1-0 McElravy by virtue of his quick escape in the second. Short, back in deep again. Well, these guys are just constantly pummeling and moving.
One of the interesting things about McElravy is he was a 5-time state champion out of South Dakota.
Phillips, South Dakota.
That's right. 8th grade, he won a national state championship.
Short got caught too far under. Shot from too far out. Got his knees down, and McElravy came right around behind him for the counter.
You can't let up against right there. Look at head down, creates action, gets him flat, the hips go around, and McElravy comes around. And what McElravy's trying to do is destroy Short's position. He did a good job of it right there.
And Short quickly back out with 15 to go, but a big move, 3-1 by McElravy. And really, not to take anything away from McElravy, but more of a mistake by Willie Short on that one. Just got a little out of control on that move and got caught too far under.
And you can't make mistakes against McElravy or he'll kill you.
3-1. We start the third, assuming the Short will take down, and he does. And you see, he's got a little bit of hair grown back. Maybe he needs to go to the barber again here before the Nationals. And McElravy just cuts him, makes it 3-2. So as you said, it's going to come down to who can do the best on his feet in the final minute 50 of the third period.
McElravy, he's just a goer. He's strong, he's flexible, he's got a great offense and defense that we've seen. And he's starting to learn a lot on the mat right now. He probably burns up 5,000 calories every time that he wrestles out there. And the fans do too, you know, working with him.
And Dan Gable a little frustrated by McElravy with that headbutt that Short gave him a while ago, and an accidental headbutt. And I can't tell if perhaps a little cut from that. Perhaps if there's blood, of course, they've got to stop that. You know, Lincoln McElravy, I think, without knowing, and no one's been able to go back and look this up, I think he's probably the only guy to win an NCAA championship in wrestling while being taken down 6 times in the NCAA finals. And Jerry Abbas from Fresno State just kept taking him down last year, but McElravy just kept coming back and finally got the winner a couple of seconds ahead of the buzzer in an awesome match.
Incredible match. It was exciting, and they had Hilton Coliseum in Iowa State just roaring up there. Approval of the whole wrestling match. No, it didn't even matter who you were for. It was just a treat to watch the match.
1:20 to go. 3-2 McElravy. The crowd behind him. Short's got to overcome really about 12,001 out here instead of just 1. Well, obviously they can't all get out there on the mat, but psychologically it can really help you with a big crowd behind you. 1 minute left.
They don't get any bigger than here in Iowa State.
Short's in deep.
There's that deep shot.
Drops down to the low single. McElravy trying to counter. Can Short keep him in, though, and stay in bounds for the takedown?
Well, he's got to drop his hips right here, and he's got to come around, but McElravy knows where the ankles are right there.
Oh, and he's all but got it. That looked like 2,
2 points.
Bob Gruner says absolutely he got the 2 on the scramble. It did great move. Willie Short just stayed with it.
Here's the last part of the scramble right here. Willie Short came around and showed control. Right there, look at the toes in.
Both knees in now, right there inside. Great ability to stay with it.
He's going to have to take him down again.
And we're 4-4.
Takedown's going to win now, or it's going to win in overtime.
30 seconds left, or we go OT. That'd be great to see it go OT. Oh, Short's in deep again. And McElravy whizzes out of it.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness.
I was holding my breath there because I didn't know who was going to get it right there. There's Jim Zaleski, assistant coach, calmly sitting by Coach Gable. 15 seconds left. There's a shot.
McElravy almost got in a little too deep, a little too far under. Short did earlier. 10 seconds left. And we're going to see the 2-minute.
There's another big shot.
Short is in deep, but only 3 seconds to go. He can't complete it.
There'll be no rest right here. We'll take him right back to the center. Love this rule. Sudden death, sudden victory. It's really made wrestling more exciting, I think,
Certainly has.
Jay.
2 minutes put on the clock, and the first man to score wins. No stalling warnings here. We don't have to worry about that at this point. Short, almost in again. Now, McElravy's getting in some jeopardy, in my opinion. He's giving up that leg a little too often.
First shot there was a little boot scoot opportunity for McElravy, and then Short came right back.
And McElravy in deep against Short, trying to sprawl out, and he's got the leg again of McElravy.
Great hips and great action. These two have not disappointed one fan, coach, or television announcers here tonight.
And I hope somebody scores. I hate to see it go tiebreaker. 1:30 left in the overtime period. 4-4.
Right here, Minnesota's.
They'd like to stay alive.
Great hips by Short there.
Forced him right out of it. 1:12 to go in the overtime. Short back in again. He's got the leg. Oh, but McElravy is down. He's got a counter. But no points yet. Holy cow.
Okay, I'll tell you what. They're both getting tired right here. There's Miss McElravy right there getting excited.
She looks a little concerned.
Yep, it's going to be who can keep up the intensity. They're both tired. Somebody's going to have a lapse. Somebody's going to find that window of opportunity.
50 seconds left. Well advised. Duck under by McElravy. They're kind of slick. They go off with 48 to go. No stalling in this match, folks. I mean, they've both made shot after shot. Short looks a little tired here right now, though. He looks like he's a little dead leg at this point.
Anything can happen right here. There's that duck.
Oh, no. This Short.
You know, we don't even have to say anything.
Short in. McElravy in. Oh, there's the two.
Wow. 21 in a row.
It doesn't get much better than this. Lincoln McElravy in overtime. We'll come back with a Michigan interstate rivalry right after this. Sean Bournett and Dan Wernsberger. Don't go away.